gotten some recent inquiries and questions and curiosity about my shelving unit that I have in the back. If you've watched my channel at all, I'm sure you've seen it because it's just kind of right there in any shots I do at the back of my rig, which I lovingly refer to as my micro-RV setup. So I'm going to do a quick little video and show you all my shelving unit, how it's put together, how it's organized, its dimensions, and hopefully answer most of the questions that might be out there. But please, as always, should you have any additional questions, if there's something that's not clear, which again, explainer videos it's not my natural habitat, let's put it that way. But so please feel free to drop a question into the comments, and I promise I'll respond. All right, let's go take a look at that unit. Okay, so here is the overview of the storage unit. We're going to get in and take a closer look. It's a little hard to film once I'm in the truck to try to get an idea of this unit, just because the truck isn't that big. But I'll do the best I can. And let's start over here. So this is one complete unit. If I had to do it again, I might go modular and have this built in separate sections, but this unit is all one. It runs the entire length, as you can see, of the bed of my truck. So it is 6 foot long. It is 1 foot deep and just shy of, I think, 3 foot tall. You can see there's a little bit of gap up here. I actually put my trash bag up there. Fits in nicely and kind of wedges up in there and out of the way when I'm camping. So I designed this unit and I had it built because I wanted it done right, and I don't have those skills. So this is my stove box. This is my second stove box. The first stove box I had was slightly wider, or is slightly wider. I still have it, but right now I'm using this one. But it fits in there, and I just rigged this little thing across here to keep it from flying out. Down in this area, if you've watched my videos at all, you'll know that usually my wine box lives right here, but it also fits my battery box pretty well. And behind that, I have my mess kit. I have a pan, frying pan, and some pots. Then here I have 2 boxes, crates that just fit nicely. They slide in, and I've gone with, if you can see, these felt pads at the back. So when it slides in, those felt pads just lock right over, and so there we go. So when you can't pull it like I'm pulling right now, and it has to kind of come up over those, so that way when I'm on rough country roads, they stay in place and don't fly anywhere. And in these I just have coffee, teas, some my stove fuels, and my heating unit lives up here. So just some things that I like to have on hand. Down here I have my, that's my kettle, and in the back there I have my little bag full of personal hygiene stuff, toothbrush, toothpaste, and that kind of stuff. Let's go on to the center section. So I did put 2 hooks on here, and the primary reason just for those is just to help me get it up, because it did tighten up once it was built. It's on hinges there. Now there is no back to any of this unit, so it's all open in the back. And right now I have just some miscellaneous crap in here. When I'm packed for a trip, right here I have my cold storage, and over here I have my clothes. So that's what lives under here. One upgrade that I've been thinking about, and I think I probably will do, is to cut some openings in here, probably at least one, if not one on each side, where even when this is closed, I could pop this open and have access to that, because This flat surface, it's amazing how much of a game changer it was to have this big open flat surface to cook on, to put, you know, various items, books, computer, phone, all that kind of stuff on, and have a flat and sturdy surface to put all that on. But once I get this loaded up, especially with my stove, with potentially the heater on top of it right here, I have to break all that stuff down, put it away, or move it before I can get into here if I wanted like a snack, or, you know, I need a new pair of socks, or, you know, whatever that might be in here. I have to break all this down. So I've been thinking about just making another access panel here so I could access it without moving everything. And then finally, the third section over here. This is just general storage. In wintertime, this will be like heavy clothes, and things like that, bigger, bulkier clothes. And the other times, summertime, sometimes I use this for, if I'm doing any drawing or whatever, I have a box with all my stuff in it for that, so sometimes that lives here. Just kind of miscellaneous, whatever needs to go in there for that, for the trip that I'm doing. Underneath this, I have these two drawers that fit nicely side by side with one another. You'll see in the back there, I have the felt pads as well. So when I put a box up in here, it grabs, it kind of settles down on the far side of those felt pads and stays in place. I've used them a lot. Also have them on the bottom of these drawers. So again, when they're in place, they kind of lock in a little bit. So you have to leverage them up to pull them out. This kind of keeps them from sliding around. And then finally, this again is just a large storage area. I have my rain pants and rain jacket in there right now. But again, just depends on what kind of trip I'm taking, what time of year it is, what goes in there. And then this little box is just, it's not part of the storage unit, it's separate. Light, maybe. Anyway, just that's kind of like loose stuff, place to throw things so it's not, so things aren't just flying around in the back. It is not, this storage unit is not bolted into place. It doesn't have any supports that, I thought I would need supports to keep it from tipping over, but it doesn't. You can't, well, I guess if I really pull on it, I could. It is also not easy to remove, so now that it's in place, it will stay in place for the most part, because you'll see it's actually higher than the edge, the end of the cap right there. So in order to put this in place, we actually had to lift the cap a few inches and get it in. So it is fairly permanent, but if I absolutely needed to, I could remove it. Alright, that's my storage unit. Like I said, if you have any questions, if I haven't covered anything, or if you have any comments, anything like that, please just leave those on the video and I will respond as best I can. Thanks so much for watching.